What would Marcus Shellenberger's dating profile look like if his real estate style were a dating profile? Stick around to find out the answer to that question. But in the meantime, I want to introduce Marcus Shellenberger, the Marcus Shellenberger from EXP Realty. Marcus, thank you very much for joining us today on Realtor Rapid Fire.
Absolutely, Ken. I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
So, all right, question number one, we get right into it here. Not a lot of fluff. Question number one, we know that staying competitive in this market does require innovation of some sort. Can you share with the other agents what are some of the strategies, the innovative things that you and your team are doing right now to give yourselves a competitive edge?
Yeah, sure. So one strategy that we've kind of deployed here over the last year or so that I think has given us a competitive edge is our proactive approach to off-market opportunities and
Okay.
pre-listing marketing, right? So in a market where inventory can be tight, as we know it's been now for quite a few years, waiting for properties to hit the MLS isn't always enough. So we actively network with homeowners that are considering selling but have not yet listed. We create a private inventory of potential properties for our buyers, right? Some folks that say, hey, I've thought about selling, but I'm not quite ready yet. We accomplish this by doing like circle prospecting and cold calls to a lot of the neighborhoods in which we're targeting for some of our clients. And then we use targeted digital marketing and social media teasers to generate interest before a listing actually goes live.
It's interesting because some of the stuff you're saying is not innovative, but it's almost like what's old is new again. You know what I mean? And people have to be willing to get out there and do some of these tried and true things. And ironically, that what's old is new, right?
Absolutely. I mean, to that point, I was never a big believer in direct mail campaigns, right? Postcards. Everyone was doing them. And I found quite a bit of success doing that over the last few years because I think people have gotten away from doing it. So by doing something old but new, right, it allows us to stand out a little bit more.
Dude, I love that. All right, so we also know that real estate's not just about closing deals, right? We've talked about this in some of the other rapid fires. Well, what are some of the things that you do to cement your relationships, right? The relationship business that we're in. What are some of the things you do to cement your relationships with your clients?
Yeah, it's a big deal for me, Ken. I firmly believe in relationship first real estate. I think real estate as a whole can become transactional. I don't think in order to have the ability to sustain a long-term business, you can view it as a transactional business. I think it has to start and end with the relationship. And my approach is simple. I treat every client as a lifelong partner rather than a one-time transaction, right?
Mm-hmm.
So one strategy I use is creating a personalized client experience journey. And I break that down into three key phases. One is before the sale. That's educating and empowering clients through detailed market insights, strategic planning. During the process then is communicating proactively and ensuring every step is seamless, right? After closing, then staying in touch with them through home anniversary check-ins, market updates. We do exclusive client events. Again, not new, but 90% of our marketing is geared back towards our sphere of influence and the folks that love and care about us and support us and want to refer us business. And I'll give you one example of this here. Last year, I helped a couple buy their first home. At settlement, instead of just handing the keys to them and moving on, right, I put them in my post-close campaign is what I call it. Following up with them consistently, sending helpful tips, checking in on how they're adjusting, not once asking for a referral. Fast forward
Right.
6 months, right? One of their close friends reached out to me that I'd met at a party that I was invited to. They're initially hesitant about buying. They reached out and said, hey, listen, I've seen how well you took care of my friends, and I want that same experience from you. Right? That referral turned into a sale, which led to yet another referral that I'm working with now. And I think it really reinforces that when you genuinely invest in people, the business naturally follows.
I agree. And I think that the trust factor is always going to be the most important thing in this business when it comes to relationships. But you touched on the experience factor, right? People are going to remember how you made them feel. And I think that's an important part of design and structure of how you go about designing your business. That's good stuff for the agents that are listening.
Absolutely.
All right, man. Last question. If you were a real estate business was a dating profile, how would it read?
Okay. Are you ready for this one, Ken? Swiping right on dream homes, great deals, and stress-free closings because every real estate journey deserves a happy ending.
Swiping right. You went with the Tinder. You went the Tinder direction.
Listen, I've been with my wife now for 10 years. I don't know what Tinder is.
Sure. No, that was really good, man. Well, listen, I appreciate you reaching out and I appreciate you hanging out with us for a couple minutes today. This was a lot of fun. And where can people find you if they need you?
They find me on Instagram. I run a team with my partner, Legov. We're at Tribute Group Real Estate Advisors, licensed in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, soon to be in Delaware as well. You can find me at Marky Marks a Realtor across all the socials, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, etc.
The Marcus Shellenberger. Thanks for hanging out, man.
Thank you, Ken.